Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Tariq, lecturer in economics. In this semester, we will study the subject of principles of microeconomics. Before to start the course, let me discuss about the study materials of the course. The first recommended textbook that is Principles of Microeconomics, wrote by Mankiw. This is very good book covering all the basic concepts about the microeconomics. The second one, that is Principles of Economics by Carl E. Case, is also very good book. The plus point for the student of this book is this, that it covers both areas of the economics, microeconomics and macroeconomics. Let me take you to some supportive reference books that will also help the students in understanding. If any single topic is very complicated, that student cannot capture, cannot understand easily in the recommended textbooks, so the students can read any one of the following books, like the first one, Microeconomics, wrote by Drew. The second one, Microeconomics, wrote by M.L. Jingen. The third one, Fundamentals of Economics by Habibullah Wasir. And the fourth one, Microeconomics Theory, wrote by J.S. Madalan. These are supportive books, and to understand the things conceptually, to be intellectual, to be able to discuss some things, the student must have to read 3 to 4 books for a single topic. That is why I put the reference books. Now let me discuss with you people about the outlines of the course that we will study in this semester. Nature of economics, demand analysis, we will study inshallah. Supply analysis, elasticity concepts we will cover. Price determination or market equilibrium, production theory, cost theory, and finally the market structure. Now we are coming to start our course. The first topic that we have to discuss, that is, what is economics? Economics is the study of the daily activities of the people living in a society. Their decisions about the management of the scarce resources. Economic activity like buying, selling, hiring, firing, manufacturing, these activities actually that people are performing in their daily lives, they study, that is economics. But one thing must be clear, that the activities must be productive, must be supportive for the society, not useless activity. Useless activity, that is not part of the economics, that is not part of the society. So activities must be productive, must be supportive. Demand of the people, supply of the buyers, price determination, profit maximization, cost minimization, these are all economic activities. These studies are called economics. Economics, as this is mentioned in this slides, the very first bullet line, that management of the scarce means limited resources like land, labor, capital, and organizations. So when we manage these resources and we increase output of the society, output of the economy, output of the country, we increase jobs in the society, we help each other, income level of the people improve, infrastructure improve. So this study, this is called economics. In the second line, again, as I repeat economics, the study of the daily economic activities like buying, selling, manufacturing, producing, studying, hiring, firing. So economics, generally you can define that this is the management of the resources of the society, and the resources are land, labor, capital, and organizations. Management of the land, you know that you have to utilize the land and the God-gifted resources in the land for the suitable purposes. This is economics. Labor, skilled and unskilled, you have to use suitable person for the suitable position. and their remuneration, their wages, their salaries must be according to their abilities. All these decisions, all this management, that is actually economics. Capital again include building offices, houses, machinery, equipment, plants. So better utilization of these resources, better management of these resources, this is economics. Further, we can say that the daily decisions to manage the resources, again this study is economics. As we come to the third bullet, that decision making, being a household, being a businessman, and being a government. We divide the economy into three categories. The first one category which make economic decision, that is household. The second one businessman, and the third one government. Now further let me elaborate. Decisions, being a businessman, which is we call, this is economics, what to produce. To start any manufacturing industry, businessman first thinking and taking the decision that what product the people need for, what the people demand, what is the purchasing power of the people, availability of the raw material. So these all planning, business planning, conducting market research to manufacture some particular product, this is called economics. How to produce, again thinking about this, what production technique to choose to produce this particular product that you're planning. A labor intensive technique is better, or capital intensive technique is better, which one is better? This thinking, this planning, this decision, and then actually implementation, this study is called economics. If the business is in a territory, in a society where the labor is cheaply available, so then a labor intensive technique is better to produce at low cost and make sure the supply of the product. But if society carry machinery, equipment cheaply available, means if you are in such a society where machines are cheaply available, then you have to choose the capital intensive technique to manufacture the product, to reduce the cost and increase the supply. The next one, decision that businessman is taking for whom to produce. So when the businessman is planning any particular commodity to manufacture, so first they are targeting customer for that. So this thinking, this decision, this study is called economics. The next one, decision, being a household. So being a household means common people. We all are household. So what to purchase, how much to purchase, how much to save out of the income in hand, how much to consume, go to the office or enjoy the leisure at home. So all these decisions and activities, this is called economics. This is called economics. So economics simply means survival. Simply economics means survival, and for the survival you have to do some activities. You have to utilize the resources that belong to you. If this is land, if this is labor, if this is capital, so you have to organize all these resources, increase the output of your family, of your society, of your economy, increase the jobs, increase the national income of the state, improve the infrastructure. All these activities that we are studying about, that is called economics. Now we are proceeding toward the microeconomics. So microeconomics means, as this is in the very first bullet, first line, you are seeing study of the economy by parts. So when we divide the entire total economy into segments and we study every sector, every segment individually. For example, in the second bullet I mentioned example, functioning of a single market. So entire economy has four major markets: capital market, money market, labor market, goods and services market. But if we are focusing, we are studying, we are analyzing only one of them, yani labor market, so this study is called microeconomics. What is the functioning of labor market? Demand for the labor, supply of the labor, increase in wage rate, decrease in wage rate, minimum wage law, labor union problems, all these issues and its study and these activities, this is called microeconomics. Then the third bullet, individual demand, in brackets I put demand of the group of people. For example, total Afghanistan is a total economy, and we are just analyzing, we are just studying, we are just targeting the people living in the Kabul, that what they demand for. Their demand for education, their demand for health facilities, their demand for food items, their demand for security, for peace, for transportation, for communication. So when we study only one province, Kabul, and the demand of the people for these things, this study is called microeconomics. The fourth bullet, another example, output of a single industry. In Afghanistan economy, we have thousands of industries working. But if we are targeting only one industry or group of industries, like for example, oil industry. So in the oil industry, refinery is working, shipment company is working, drillers are working, wholesalers are working, their output, their income, their earnings, when we calculate, we work on, that is called microeconomic study. Price of a particular commodity in the microeconomics, we will study the determination of the price of a single particular commodity. And what determines this? Demand of the people and supply of the supplier. These two forces define the price for a particular commodity, and this study is called microeconomics. The next second last bullet, employment and unemployment level in a particular sector out of the economy. Again, I am putting example, output of a single industry, oil industry. So how many laborers are already working in the oil industry, how many firms are there, how many new labor they will hire in the new year, how much they will find out, what is their earning, what is the output of this oil industry, how much it contributing in the employment level and unemployment level of the economy of Afghanistan, how much it contribute. So this study is called microeconomics. Income of a single firm, income of a single company, the output of a single company, this study is called microeconomics. Now we are proceeding toward what is positive economics. Positive economics means all the realities that we face in our economy, that is positive economics. Like, for example, coronavirus, this is a recent reality that we are facing in our economy, because of which all the economic activity is damaged. This is a reality, and this type of study, this type of economic activity, this type of reality that we face in our society, that is called positive economics. Immigration of Afghans from the rest of the world. Afghans are coming back to Afghanistan. We accept this is a reality. This study is called positive economics. War in Afghanistan, Taliban issues. This is positive economics, reality that we accept we face in Afghanistan. Increase in unemployment and inflation level. Again, we accept this, that unemployment in Afghanistan is gradually over time increasing. Inflation is also increasing. Prices are increasing. Depreciation of Afghanistan currency, decrease in the value of currency. Its Afghanistan currency is losing its value in the international market over time. Again, this is a reality. These type of realities that we face in our society, in our economy, that is called positive economic. Now we are proceeding. What is normative economics? So when we make policy to solve the problem that we face in our economy, in our society, that is called normative economics, policy economics. So simply we can say policy economics is normative economics. Putting ideas and suggestions about the realities that we face, as mentioned above, is normative or policy economics. One was positive economics, the reality that you face, and other is normative economics, the policy that you make to solve that reality, to solve that problem, to face that reality, that is called normative economics. I am putting one example, that for example, unemployment is the problem in a society, in a country. Now policy makers, economists suggest to the government how to stop this unemployment using fiscal policy and monetary policy. So fiscal policy and monetary policy, these policies, this is policy economics, normative economics, to solve the problem. Or for example, immigration is an issue, but when the economist yeah, a common people suggest to the state to call the people gradually, not at a time. Because if all the people will come back at a time, this will be very difficult for the state of Afghanistan to manage them, to provide them facilities, education, health, houses, jobs, food items. So if they will call them gradually, this suggestion that you are putting in front of the president of Afghanistan, that is called normative economics or policy economics. Another problem, for example, the value of Afghani currency is decreasing over time. So you are suggesting that the government should stop non-essential imports, luxury imports, stop imports and increase imports, so automatically currency value will increase in the international market. This suggestion that you put to solve the problem of decrease in value of Afghani rupee, that suggestion to stop luxury imports, non-essential imports, try to utilize the resources, increase employment level in the country to increase exports, this suggestion, this policy that you are making, that is called normative economics, to solve the problem of decrease in the value of Afghani rupee. Now we are proceeding microeconomic problems. Microeconomic problem, the very first problem, what to produce, that we face in our society. Before to start any type of business, one has to conduct market research, that what he should manufacture, what is the taste of the people of Afghanistan, what the people like, what is their purchasing power, seasonal changes, availability of raw material, competitors in the market. So before to start manufacturing any particular commodity, very first thing you have to consider, conduct market research and think what to produce. So produce that commodity which is more better, which is more suitable, which is according demand and purchasing power of the people. The next problem, how to produce. Again, when you are manufacturing anything, you have to conduct the market research and find out that raw material is available or not, labor is available, inputs are available or not. Inputs are land, labor, capital. These are all inputs that you are using to manufacture any particular commodity. So how to produce means labor intensive technique is better, cost effective to maximize the profit of the company and minimize the cost, or capital intensive technique is better. If your business in such a society where labor is cheaply available, labor supply is more, so then this is better to use labor because it will reduce your cost of production. But if you are in such a society where machine is cheaply available, labor is expensive, then this is better to use capital intensive techniques, means machinery, which will reduce your cost of production and which will make sure the huge quantity supply at one time. For whom to produce? This is another problem. Every company, when they are launching anything, so they are producing that product for a particular customer, targeted customer, not for everyone. So all the imported cars, heavy vehicles, luxury cars in Afghanistan that you are seeing on the roads, that is not for Afghanistan economy. That is for Canadian economy, for European economies, for Dubai, for other developed states, not for Afghanistan. Afghanistan is less developed state. So this is another problem, that we are using imports which are not for our economy, which are for other economies. Misallocation of the resources. We are not utilizing our resources like budget of the state, land of the state, labor of the state. We are not utilizing properly. Corruption is there. Agriculture is the most important sector of our economy. Agriculture, Afghanistan is agriculture economy, and that is most important sector that is contributing huge part in the GDP of the state. But till now, no any government invest on the agriculture of Afghanistan. Labor is unskilled, unqualified. Mostly labor is untrained, not productive. So again, this is a problem, and resources are not working fully. Land is not working. Depreciation in the currency value, again this is a problem. Afghani is losing its value because of the huge imports, lack of resources, uh, mm, lack of not working of the agriculture sector and other industrial sectors not properly working. That is why imports are more, export is less, so currency is devaluing over time. Lack of demand and supply, demand is decreasing because the people are losing their job and their incomes are reducing. When their incomes are reducing, automatically their demand will reduce, and when demand decrease, unemployment will increase, supply will also decrease, inflation will increase. So these are all macroeconomic problems which take economy to the recession. Lack of resources, we have the labor but that is untrained, we do not have the budget to organize all the resources, we do not have education, and we do not have trained labor. So these are the microeconomic problems. Now we are proceeding toward the relevance of economics with business. Yani it's mean in this topic I am going to link economic with a business. So there is a direct link of economics with a business. Economics is the study of the management of scarce resources. So it's mean this is one managerial principle that economics educate you about, that resources are scarce and we have to manage them. We have to take such a decision to utilize the scarce resources fully to maximize the profit and minimize the cost. So it's mean economics give you a business idea. So this is a link of economics with a business. Decision making principle economics give you, like trade up, like opportunity cost, like rational people think at the margin. That opportunity cost in the sense that if you, for example, Mr. Aslam got two opportunities at one time. One is this, that he is doing a job and earning $1,000 salary in a Tasalat company, but at the meanwhile, he got a scholarship for further study in Australia. So now he cannot perform both duties at one time. If he will choose a scholarship further study, he has to give up the job. Now when he is give up the job, he is actually losing $1,000. So it's mean economics educate you that when you are taking any decisions, you have to consider that every decision has some opportunity cost and consider that cost and then take a decision. So I think this is a business knowledge that will polish you to avoid the losses and maximize the profit. Buyers and seller behavior, it's mean in the microeconomics we will study demand of the people, the reasons due to which demand of the people increase and the reasons due to which demand of the people decrease. Supply, law of supply, when the supply increase, when the supply decrease, what are the factors due to which supply increase or decrease, and then because of the behavior of both buyers and sellers, how we can define price for a particular commodity. So this is actually all business learning, that how to define the price, when the price increase, why the price decrease, why it increase. These are all business learnings. Elasticity concept we will study inshallah, and this concept, on the basis of this concept, a businessman can determine the price, can increase the price to increase the revenue, or can decrease the price to decrease the revenue. The government use the concept of elasticity to increase the tax rate or decrease the tax rate. So it's mean economics educate you about increasing revenue of the business or decreasing revenue of the business. It's mean this is the link of economic with the business. Price determination. We will learn that being a businessman, what are the reasons due to which the price defined for a particular commodity, how we can define price for a particular commodity, why it's increasing, why it's decreasing. As well as we will study in the production theory the different techniques, how to maximize the profit, hire the labor or fire the labor, which stage is most important to produce and which stage of production is less important. So all these studies we will learn, which are business learning in economics. Cost minimization principle, how we can minimize the cost and how we can maximize the profit. The study of different markets. In economics we will study the perfect competitive market, imperfect competitive market, how we can increase the sale, how we can decrease the sale, how we can increase the profit, how we can decrease the profit, how we can compete others, how we can compete competitors. So this is all about the link between economics and business. In the short, we can say that business is derived from economics. A good economist can be a good businessman. Importance of the microeconomics. So microeconomics actually differentiate the student from all other degree programs. Economists are able to analyze a particular situation critically and then take a decision what to do. uh, this will improve your decision power. This will improve the attitude of both buyers and seller, make them able to take the decision which is benefit for everyone, make one able to fully and properly utilize the resources, maximization of profit and minimization of cost. And it's mean this is the practical importance of the microeconomics, that it will make us able how to utilize the available scarce resources in such a way that minimize the losses and maximize the profit.